Four men, a speedboat, the Caribbean Sea, a missile strike ordered directly by President Trump. This isn't a scene from Narcos. This actually happened last Friday, just off the coast of Venezuela. And the craziest part, the Trump administration is calling this an armed conflict with Latin American drug cartels, meaning suspected smugglers, not soldiers, are being killed by the US military in international waters without trial. Yeah, you heard me right. Tonight we're diving into how the US military just killed four men off the coast of Venezuela, why the Trump administration says it's legal, why experts say it's not, and why this could be the start of a new kind of war in the Americas. Last week, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, yes, the Fox News guy who's now in charge of the Pentagon, posted a video on social media. It showed a small fast boat slicing through blue water. Then boom, it explodes. He wrote, "These strikes will continue until the attacks on the American people are over," with 4 exclamation marks, because apparently that's how we declare new wars now. This was the 4th known attack since September 2. So far, the US military has summarily killed 21 people it says were smuggling drugs, treating them as enemy soldiers in a war zone. But here's the problem. They weren't in a war zone. They were in international waters, and no one has produced actual evidence that they were drug traffickers or even armed. For decades, the US Coast Guard and Navy have interdicted drug boats in the Caribbean. They chase them, seize the cargo, and arrest the crews. Police work. But in late July, Trump signed a still secret order telling Pentagon to start using military force against Latin American criminal groups he's labeled terrorists. Now, under US law, once a group is designated as a terrorist organization, the president can claim that we are in an armed conflict with them, like Al-Qaeda or ISIS. Trump's argument is drug cartels is equal to terrorists is equal to enemy combatants. So these suspected smugglers aren't civilians anymore. They're unlawful combatants, which means lethal force is fair game. But legal experts, they're not buying it. International law says you can't deliberately kill civilians, even suspected criminals who aren't directly participating in hostilities. Retired judge advocate general officers, the military lawyers who literally teach the laws of war, are calling this move legally dubious at best and flat-on murder at worst. Even more wild, Pete Hegseth hates JAG lawyers. He literally fired the top ones at the Pentagon after he was confirmed. So the very people who would tell him, hey, you can't just bomb a boat full of suspected drug smugglers, are gone. Venezuela's president Nicolas Maduro has called the attacks a heinous crime and a military attack on civilians who are not at war and were not militarily threatening any country. He's basically saying, if the US thought these guys were smugglers, why didn't they arrest them? And honestly, he's got a point.